Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. It's kind of sunny out here in Seattle, so that's a good thing, even though we're in the midst of our lockdown.
As we record this, we are on a shelter-in-place lockdown in the Seattle area for COVID-19 response, and we're surviving. Sounds like you're surviving.
I'm doing good. I
Okay,
get
well,
out and try and walk, and obviously I
yeah,
keep my distance from people, but
yeah,
we're getting out there, getting some exercise.
yeah, no doubt. Well, we hope everybody who's listening to this is also doing well in your business and family community. Our hearts do go out to everybody who's been impacted by this. It's turbulent times, of course. A lot of our coaching clients and people in our community are actually having tremendous sales volume right
Yeah.
now, and we have been as well. I mean, we've been having just fantastic sales velocity. Um, and but now's the time to think about how to do something different if you're in stress and your
Mhm.
sales might be impacted by what's going on. One of the things I just heard about was that Walmart is launching basically the equivalent of a FBA type system where they'll ship items to customers for third party sellers. I figured I'd ask you about it. Maybe that could be the topic for the conversation today. Have you researched this and looked into it and all that?
I have, yeah, absolutely. Walmart had invited our brands that sell on Amazon to sell on their platform, and
Okay.
I was resistant to do it because it meant opening up a whole other third-party logistics warehouse specifically dedicated to
Yeah.
Walmart. And I was like, the risk reward on it really didn't make sense for me at the
Yeah.
time. But now it's much more compelling because what they've unlocked is the equivalent of, like you mentioned, FBA. And the reason for it is pretty clear. One, they want to be competing with Amazon at every level. They have the infrastructure to support it. Like that's never been a question. Like Walmart's got massive infrastructure, but also there's a gap in terms of the brands that are currently selling on Amazon that are not selling on Walmart yet, and they want to close that gap by meeting the level of service that Amazon's currently providing. And so this was just a no-brainer
Wow.
of meeting that for them.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's a good move on their part, and it also allows them to control more of the fulfillment process themselves because they've relied a lot on fulfilled by merchant in essence for sellers on their platform. So there's consistency issues and there's problems with from their perspective from the Walmart brand for the .com. So they want to have a more consistent sales experience and really sort of bring level the playing field. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's really compelling. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be interesting. Now the question is to get access to it. It's cool. It's like, okay, well,
Well,
great. How do you do
yes,
that?
so that's what I was going to ask you was, so if you're listening to this and you're new to it and you like the idea, walk us through some of the general content of how to get on Walmart, that kind of thing, because I do think this is unlocking people's interest, like how you said for your brands.
Mhm.
So if somebody's just listening, what are they? What's the
Yeah.
kind of general approach? Because we have coaching clients that we worked with on this stuff for a while now and are
Mm-hmm.
helping. But walk us through some of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're actually right in the middle of helping a coaching client right now get
Yeah.
onboarded onto Walmart. And one of the things you got to keep in mind with is there's a difference between getting into Walmart retail and Walmart.com. So
Sure.
sometimes we confuse or blend the two, but
Yeah.
they are distinct. Walmart.com, first and foremost, you might get an invite. If you start to do any significant sales velocity and volume on Amazon, their business development team can reach out to you and help expedite that. So that's number one. You might just get a knock on your door. In lieu of that, there is an application that you can fill out, or you can go to Amazon.com, fill out that application, and then hopefully you'll get a response. In some cases, the responses basically get shoved way down the list of priorities for
Yeah.
whoever's inbox that's headed into.
Yeah.
So there is some workarounds
Hmm.
into that process. In fact, we have a Walmart webinar that we shot that I think I can set up and have you
Oh, I
link.
forgot about that.
I'll stick the link in the show
That's
notes
right.
for
We
this.
did for our
And
mastermind group, right?
we
We did a
did, yeah,
Walmart
yeah.
overview. That was just a few months ago, so that's
Yeah,
not that old. Yeah.
it's one too long. And on that webinar, it actually talks about a different
The trick,
process,
the
a
hack.
trick to sort of expedite the opportunity to get on Amazon.
And let's tease it out a little bit without giving away, but
Sure.
it's basically a process a step that nobody would think of that actually does unlock the ability to get into Walmart.com, and it works like a charm. And we'll leave it at that, and we'll tease it out a little bit. Right. But yeah, go listen to that.
Yeah, because I think it'll make more sense for you to see it in context and really sort of hear. It's also I shot it with one of our coaching clients who is actively selling on Walmart right now. And so he's seeing, I think, like 600% or something like that growth on Walmart, and beginning to climb.
Yeah.
He's putting in systems to generate more effective reviews. He's unlocked his 2-day shipping, and all of those things begin to escalate that sales volume.
It's phenomenal.
So, in terms of getting onto the fulfillment, once you're approved to the platform and you're a seller, you then have to apply to the fulfillment process as well. Okay. So there's still another step. It's not quite as straightforward as the Amazon FBA process is right now, where you just click a button and you're automatically there.
And this is a new acronym called WFS.
Yeah.
Walmart Fulfillment Services. WFS.
Absolutely.
So it'll be our new FBA equivalent, basically. Yeah.
So the basic requirements, though, you need to have products that ship to Walmart fulfillment centers from within the U.S. So you cannot directly ship from, say, China to Walmart fulfillment services. You'll have to ship your product from an intermediate U.S.-based warehouse.
Yeah.
So that's an important distinction. No perishable or regulated products, and then has to be under 30 pounds in weight, and then have a more medium size product dimensions, like 25 inches by 14 by 20. So,
and then the other, sorry, I didn't interrupt. Go ahead.
I was just saying those are basically the requirements, and then after that you go through the approval process.
So the other kicker on this deal is that Walmart doesn't have a native like marketplace backend like Seller Central type system. So a lot of the enthusiasm and energy for Shopify actually is that it allows you to push product into Walmart.com. So if you're wondering how to actually get the listings onto Walmart.com, the hack there, it's not a hack, it's just the process. Shopify works well for that. And we've worked with clients on that aspect of it as well. And so that's just, sort of the interface piece that's a little different than the FBA system, where there's Seller Central. It's well worn and well established for sellers on Amazon side.
Yeah, and you'll definitely see, at least based on the interactions that we've had with our coaching clients, Amazon is definitely a technology first company. Like, they are built as a technology company that just specializes in retail. Walmart's a retail company that's trying to grow into the technology side.
Well,
so there's a little bit of a difference.
But in fairness, you really need to compare the apples to the apple. You want to compare Amazon's FBA in 2010 or whenever they launched it to what Walmart is right now.
Right. Yeah. From the fulfillment side, that would be true. From the actual technology, like Seller Central is going to be light years beyond what currently Walmart is, and they're playing catch up. I think they'll get there.
Yeah.
But you have to be prepared for a level of frustration with Walmart's interface and how it interacts from an API standpoint.
Well, they will get there. And if there's one thing everybody knows about Walmart, they are brutally awesome competitors. I mean, they just pound it out against the competition, and they will compete aggressively against Amazon. Literally, I think it was probably the first time we've ever had a Walmart.com delivery at our door. Yesterday was a bed that my daughter, a bed frame she wanted for her bedroom, and it was available on Walmart.com, and they just bought it there, and it showed up, and I was like, whoa, Walmart. So
they're here to play. And
they are.
What's interesting about that too is our coaching client, he unlocked 2-day shipping with his current fulfillment provider that he has, which is not Walmart Fulfillment Services, is third party. But that guaranteed 2-day shipping option, just like Prime, actually elevates the organic ranking of those products. Having the Walmart Fulfillment Services, they actually guarantee 2-day delivery. So by being in that program, you actually immediately unlock a competitive advantage that currently exists within Walmart's platform.
Well, this is awesome, man. So let me just say this. We'll link that webinar underneath this video. And then if you're excited about this opportunity to sell on Walmart, Kyle and I would be happy to work with you. Check out our coaching program. Literally all of us have an opportunity, and literally you and I were talking just before we hit record about our own personal opportunities
Yep.
In our businesses to sell on Walmart. So if that's of interest to you and you'd like some help with it, we'd be honored to be able to be coaches. A coaching program is straightforward and simple. We've been using Zoom for a long time, one-on-one with coaches every week, or with coaching clients. Zoom is new to the whole world apparently in the last week to 10 days, but we've been using it, and we do meetings just like this, and we work through specific details with coaching clients and have a good time. We're sort of a blend between teachers and cheerleaders and accountability partners. So check that out if it's of interest. And until next time, thanks, man. This has been a great one. So
It's been great.
anything else for the good of the order?
No, go watch the webinar.
Okay, sounds good. All right, man. See ya.